Well, when you first met me on DelmarvaLife, it's because I was hosting the morning show on 102.5 WBOC. Now I have since passed that torch to my good friend, Petch. Now when you wake up in the morning, you are hearing his lovely British voice.
I don't know if lovely is the right word to use, but, you know, I'll take it.
Now, you and I actually go way back. A couple of years now, and, you know, it just keeps getting more and more distant.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny how things go full circle, because I used to listen to you on another radio station, and I was like, she sounds really good. And then you came to work for the other station I was working at, and then we eventually ended up working together. So
and it's been fun ever since.
Yeah,
nonstop fun. But now you're here back on the airwaves, and everybody's excited for you. So what can listeners expect on the show?
I kind of describe the show like this. I just say stupid stuff and I push buttons, and that's about it. The show is about you. I built it as your show, so you can call anytime, you can interact anytime, and people are actually really starting to get on board with it, and it's starting to become a lot of fun, so I'm really enjoying it.
It is a lot of fun. I listen every morning, and I do like one of the things that you always do is invite listeners to call in and say it's your show too and participate, because, you know, without listeners, we don't have a job.
No, that's true. But also one of the other things as well that's weird about it, and a lot of people don't realise this, but, you know, whatever stations you listen to, most stations have nobody in them. They're from other parts of the country. So if you're listening locally, you know, you might be in Pocomoke or Seaford, you can't interact locally with someone because you just can't. So that's definitely one thing that I'm pushing a lot, and yeah, it's definitely working. And I'm meeting some fun people along the ride. So it's actually really good.
And you play a lot of fun games on air too.
Yeah, Vernon Powell sponsored the wonderful Wheel of Winning, which
you broke, by the way.
Which I broke, by the way, because I got big fat hands. But yeah, it's an interactive game. Spin the wheel. There's multiple different games on there, and when I say stupid stuff and push buttons, that's pretty much that. Like, we do games called Stuck Up, so you have to guess how many fingers I'm holding up. Like, it's just
you just have to have no pride when you call that.
No, not at all. You know, and there's another one that I play a lot, which is always fun. Like, I'll get a handful of change and drop it on the side, called Money Drop, and you have to guess to the nearest 5 cents how much money's dropped on the counter. So it's just silly stuff. I think we're just in that void now where there's just so much serious stuff going on that I just want it to be fun, and I want it to be people's a big piece of escapism in the morning, and that's kind of what I'm shooting for.
Well, speaking of fun, I have a little game for you, since you're from England, but you've been here for a long time now.
Yeah, can I be clear as well? I'm not Australian. Okay, let's be clear. No New Zealand, no Australia, no South African, and I've even been called Russian once, and I have no idea why. Yeah. But no, I'm a Brit through and through.
And he will take it personally if you call him otherwise. But you've been here for a while, so I wasn't sure how much of American slang you've picked up over the years and how much British slang you still use.
See, I have a mix of both.
All right, so let's find out.
Okay.
Are you British versus American slang?
Okay.
Dude or bloke?
Dude.
Okay, see, that's
Dude.
us.
Yep.
Dessert or pudding?
Pudding.
Pudding. And like, you use the same words for everything. Like tea just means everything.
Yeah, pudding. It's definitely pudding.
Chips or crisps?
Oh, chips.
Okay, trash or rubbish?
Trash.
Trash,
yep.
Yeah. Cookie or biscuit?
See, that's where I get confused. Because like, you see commercials on TV for biscuits. Like, but they're like...
Because we have biscuits, but they're not the same as a cookie.
No, because biscuits in England are kind of like cookies.
Right.
But then your biscuits are like what they call scones. Yeah, it's very confusing.
We just like to keep it all kinds of confusing.
See, and I'm not sure who's more messed up. Is us or you?
It's hard to say, I guess,
sure
when you really look at history.
Not sure which.
Yep. But you can start your morning off on the right foot weekday mornings with Petch on 102.5 WBOC.